G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to War Thunder with Mags, and welcome aboard the A6M2 Mod 11. Now the Mod 11 is one of my personal favourite aircraft in War Thunder. It has been for over a year and nothing has changed since that time. And part of the reason is, well, this plane synergizes with my style of fighting really well. So well in fact that I barely need to think while flying it anymore, which is really what today's video is all about. This is the Mod 11 battle from last night's live stream with Grievous. Now for those of you who watched that, will be able to vouch for the fact that, well, this battle happened at about 2:45 in the morning. I hadn't had a solid night's sleep in about 2 weeks, and I sounded like it over the live stream. I sounded shockingly bad, and I was barely keeping it awake while I was flying this stream. And it was showing in my flying. In fact, this was probably the worst I have flown in weeks. It was embarrassing that it happened on a stream. So when all else is going wrong and you need to put up a good match and things aren't going right, you of course pick your best aircraft. And this is what we've done here. Grievous is flying alongside in the Ki-61, I'm in the Mod 11. And this is going to be one of the fastest complete combat battles that I have ever uploaded to this channel. That is how easy this machine is to fly. So my first target I'm looking at the moment is the XP55. That thing had some severe buffs in patch 1.53. It went from being a very poor aircraft with an extremely expensive price tag for what it was, over to being one of the most dangerous aircraft at its battle rating. So I want to get rid of it first. So just positioning myself above, tip the plane over to dive in, just rolling out for position. The XP55 seems to not see me coming. Follow through on target, sees me at the last second. He manages to bank away from the first shot. Second shot I clip his wing and his engine hard, but I take a shot myself from behind. So I pull vertical and it turns out to be the team's J2M2 trying to shoot through allied aircraft while they're engaged. So if he wants the plane, he can have it. I'll go over this way, I'll find something else to fight. I am not going to be playing around with an aircraft with an ally that is trying to shoot through other allied aircraft. Unfortunately, the next closest aircraft was a Wellington. Squire, have mercy on my soul. So continuing the dive, targeting the F4F ahead. There's actually two F4Fs down there. Bring the nose up to the horizon. I want to position myself directly above these guys, and there's my first kill, and there's my second. The XP55 was awarded to me when it went down for that hit that I put into it, and of course I got the kill for the Wellington. Spitfire comes in from behind, half roll into 10G, half loop into level. Hardly a thing for the Zero. Wing over and tip it around. The Spitfire is trying to turn its way back, cut back across its guns, take it back into the vertical. The Spitfire's blown all of its energy in that turn, and it's now being engaged by Grievous in the Ki-61. A second A6M2 and the J2M are all about to fall on it at the same time. There's no point in me continuing the fight with the Spitfire. He missed his shot at me and he's killed himself in the process of trying. So I'm going to start looking for my next target. Now one of the F4Fs that were below me have been taken out, however the second one is still alive and it is trying to save the Spitfire, although it was too little too late. The Spitfire has been taken out. Make my first pass down, put shots down the end of the fuselage and into the elevators. Moving at almost 500 kilometers an hour, I didn't have time to line the shots up any better than that, but no problem. Loop the plane back around, come back in for a second pass. F4F manages to put his plane in a hard right-hand turn and cut in across my guns. It was very nicely done. Take the Zero straight into the vertical. Once I get directly above him, cut the throttles and stall turn directly on top of him. I want to make sure he does not get on my 6. He moves out in front, refire up the throttles, pull the trigger, take my third kill. And that leaves the F2A over there that Grievous is currently engaging as the last aircraft on the Allied team. That's all she wrote. The entire battle is now over. And that's why you don't see the Mod 11 on my channel very often anymore. It's not because something's changed with it, that I no longer like it, that I no longer enjoy it. It's just that I can be half asleep, barely able to concentrate, barely able to fly any other aircraft, and I can jump into this thing and pull 3 kills in less than 3 minutes. Despite all the coverage I've given for this aircraft, that listing it as my #1 aircraft of 2014, so many people still haven't unlocked this plane. So many people don't fly it, and so many people don't consider what it's capable of when they try and engage it. In the right hands, the A6M2 Mod 11 is one of the most dangerous aircraft in the game at its battle rating, if not the most dangerous aircraft. In skilled hands with good situational awareness, it is nearly impossible to hit, even when it's engaging multiple targets simultaneously. Its guns are lethal at close ranges. Its top speed and engine power is exceptional for its battle rating, and its energy retention is amazing. So, 8 minutes and 41 seconds battle time, less than 3 minutes of combat, 3 kills, 42,940 Silver Lions, and 2,398 base research points. There's not a whole lot else to say about this plane, except do not underestimate it when you see it in battle. Click like if you do, subscribe if you want to see more. Fly smart, fly safe, and I'll catch you in the skies.